Hi everybody, this is Crystal. So today I'm going to show you how to make this hat here. It's actually pretty quick and pretty easy, made with bobbles and double crochets. It's not extremely hard as long as you are familiar with making a bobble. The rest is pretty easy. The picture shows what it looks like with and without a pom-pom. I'm not a pom-pom person, so I put the pom-pom on it and then I took it off, so when I wear this hat mine won't have a pom-pom on it, but it does look good with the pom-pom still, so either way you want is fine. So let's go ahead and get started on this. Okay, for this project I am using Red Heart Colorscape. It's 100% acrylic yarn, but as you can see it has a bit of a fuzz to it, so it kind of looks like it has wool in it, but it does not. It is 100% acrylic somewhere. Yeah, right there. It is a medium 4-weight yarn. It's a little bit on a thicker of a medium, but regardless it's still a medium weight, number 4. You don't have to use this yarn. Any medium 4-weight yarn will work. The color I'm using is called Montreal, and there are 187 yards in one skein, and one will be enough. Even if you want to put a pom-pom on it, one will still be enough. You won't have a lot left if you do a pom-pom, but it'll still be enough. And then I'm going to be using a size J, which is a 6mm crochet hook. And as always, I want to take you a minute just to ask you not to forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. If you look in the description box of this video or any of my videos, you'll see a link to automatically subscribe. If you click on that, you'll be auto-subscribed and you'll never miss any of my updates. So you want to start off with a slip knot on your hook, and then we're going to work a chain of 4. And now we're going to slip stitch into the first stitch to form a ring. Now you can use the magic circle here if you prefer. I'm going to chain 1, which does not count as a stitch. I'm going to work 12 double crochets through the center of my ring. So I'm going to yarn over and go through the ring, draw up a loop, and then do my double crochet. And I want to do that 12 times. Okay, once you got your 12 double crochets there, you want to go ahead and end with a slip stitch into your very first double. And that'll end round 1. You can pull your tail and close up that center circle a little bit, and then we can sew it together the rest of the way at the end. And now you'll have 12 double crochets. So we're going to start off with the chain 1 again. Now working in that very first stitch right there that we just slip stitched into, we're going to work 2 double crochets into the same stitch. And now I'm going to work 2 double crochets in every single stitch all the way around back to the beginning. So 2 doubles in every stitch until you get back to your starting point. Okay, I've made it to the end of round 2, and I'm going to go ahead and end by slip stitching into my first double crochet, and now you should have 24 stitches. Now we're going to work a row of bobbles. So in order for the bobbles to puff out on the right side, we're going to need to chain 1 and turn our work. We work the bobbles on the wrong side so you can see them on the right side. So we chain 1 and turn. Now what we're going to do is put 2 single crochets right back there into that very first stitch. 2 singles. So there's 1 and 2. Now we're going to jump to our next stitch and we're going to put a bobble in it. So this is how we do the bobble. We're going to yarn over, go into the stitch and draw up a loop, yarn over and go through the first 2 loops on our hook. We want to do that 4 times. That would be number 1. So again, yarn over, go in, draw up a loop, yarn over, go through the first 2 times, yarn over, go into the same stitch, drop a loop, yarn over, go through the first 2, that's 3 times. One more time, yarn over, go in the same stitch, drop a loop, yarn over and go through the first 2, so that was 4 times. You'll have 5 loops that remain, yarn over and go through all 5, give it a little tug, pull it tight, and then we're going to go ahead and put 2 single crochets into the next stitch. 1 and 2. And when you turn your work over, you can see that there is a bobble there. So again, bobble into the next stitch. We're going to yarn over, go into the next stitch, draw up a loop, yarn over and go through the first 2 loops. We want to do that 4 times. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 loops remain, yarn over, go through all 5, give it a little tug, 2 single crochets into your next stitch. Just like that. And that's what we're going to repeat all the way around. So bobble into your next stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 loops, yarn over, go through all 5, get a little tug, and 2 single crochets into the next stitch. So I'm going to repeat that pattern all the way around. You see your bobbles there until I get back to the beginning. Okay, I'm coming to the end of round 3. I just did my last bobble and I don't have any stitches left, so I'm going to go ahead and end with the slip stitch into my very first single crochet that I made, like that. Now I'm going to chain 1 and turn my work, and now you should have 36 stitches. So you'll have 12 bobbles and 24 single crochets. So now what we're going to do is put a double crochet right back into the very first stitch. So it's that very first single crochet that we did. Go ahead and put a double crochet right into it. And then I'm going to put a double crochet on top of the next bobble. So if you look at your bobble, kind of flip it just a little bit, yarn over, you'll see the top of it is right back here, just like that, double crochet. Now my next stitch is going to get 2 double crochets. So there's 2 single crochet that are in between the bobbles. So the first one will get 2 double crochets in it, just like that. Now I'm going to put 1 double crochet into the next stitch, which is the single crochet. 1 double crochet on top of the bobble, yarn over, and I go kind of just right on top of it like that, double crochet, and then 2 double crochets into the next stitch, which is the single crochet here. So 2 doubles into the next, 1 double into the next. So we're just repeating again, 1 double into the next, which is the single crochet here, 1 double in top of the next bobble, and then 2 doubles into the next, which is the next single crochet. So we want to repeat that all the way around. 1 double into the next, which is the next single crochet, 1 double into the next, which would be on top of this bobble, and 2 doubles into the next, which would be this next single crochet. So 2 into that one. So just go ahead and repeat that pattern all the way around back to the beginning. 1 double, 1 double, 2 doubles, 1 double, 1 double, 2 doubles, all the way back around to your starting point. Okay, so I've made it to the end of round 4, and now you should have 48 stitches. Your last stitch should have had 2 double crochets in it, and now we're going to end by slip stitching into our first double crochet like that, and we're going to chain 1. Now what we're going to do is we're going to do 3 double crochets in a row, and then our next stitch will be 2 double crochets in the same stitch. So we're going to go ahead and start by putting a double crochet into the very first stitch. So that's 1, and then a double crochet in the next stitch. It's 2, and then a double crochet in the next stitch is 3, so there's 3 in a row. And then the next stitch is going to get 2 double crochets into the same stitch. Just like that. And that's kind of the repeat now all the way around. 1 double crochet in each of the next 3 stitches. So there's 1, 2, 3, and then the next stitch is going to get 2 double crochets into the same stitch. 1 double crochet in each of the next 3 stitches again. 1, 2, 3, and then 2 double crochets in the next. And we're going to repeat that pattern all the way around. 1 double in the next 3, and then 2 doubles into the next. 1 double in the next 3, 2 doubles into the next, all the way around till you get back to the beginning. Okay, I'm coming to the end of round 5. Your last stitch should have had 2 double crochets in it, and now you should have a total of 60 stitches. Go ahead and end with the slip stitch into your first double crochet, and now we're not going to be increasing any more. So we're going to chain 1, and we're going to turn our work and do a row of bobbles. But we're going to start off by putting 1 single crochet into the very first stitch. Now the next stitch is going to get a bobble. One single crochet into the next stitch, and the next stitch will be a bobble. One single crochet into the next, and the next one will be a bobble. And one single crochet into the next. And we're just going to repeat that pattern, bobble, single, bobble, single, bobble, single, all the way around until you get to the end of round 6. Okay, I've made it to the end of round 6, and you still should have 60 stitches, including your bobbles and your single crochets. So it'll be 30 bobbles and 30 single crochets. My last stitch was a bobble. Go ahead and end by slip stitching into your first single crochet, and that'll end around 6. Chain 1 and turn. It's okay if your bobbles kind of flip under. They're supposed to do that, and they'll straighten out when we do the next row. So we're going to start by putting 1 double crochet into the very first stitch, and what we're going to do is work 1 double crochet in every stitch all the way around. So 1 right there into that first single, 1 into the top of the next bobble, 1 into the next single, 1 double into the top of the next bobble, 1 into the next single, 1 into the next bobble, and then the single, and into the next bobble. And that's what we're going to repeat all the way around for round 7. It's just 1 double crochet in every stitch. So 1 double into every bobble and 1 double into every single, all the way around until we get back to the beginning. And as you can see, it starts to make those bobbles lay out a little bit better. Okay, I've made it to the end of round 7, 60 stitches still. Go ahead and end with the slip stitch into your first double crochet. Now we're going to chain 1 and we're going to work 1 double crochet in every stitch around. So round 8, start double crochet into that very first stitch, and then 1 double in every stitch all the way around until we get back to the beginning. It's just like that. Okay, I am coming to the end of round 8, 60 stitches still. Go ahead and end with the slip stitch into your beginning or your first double crochet, like that. And now what we're going to do is just repeat rounds 6, 7, and 8. So we'll just start round 9 by chaining 1 and turn, and then we'll do our bobble stitch round. We'll still have 60 stitches at the end of every round. When you get back done with that, you repeat your 2 rows of double crochet, then bobbles, 2 rows of double crochet, bobble, 2 rows of double crochet. So it's just a repeat of rows 6, 7, and 8 right now. Okay, you want to repeat rounds 6 through 8 for a total of 14 rounds, and that's starting from row 1. So you should have had a complete repeat there, bobble, and then 2 doubles. So I just did round 14. I still have 60 stitches. Now I'm going to do one more round. I'm going to chain 1. I'm not going to turn my work or anything. I'm going to put 1 single crochet in every stitch around. So I'm going to go right into the first stitch and single crochet. And then I'm going to work 1 single in every stitch all the way around until I get back to the beginning. So round 15 is just kind of an edging row. 1 single crochet in every stitch all the way around. Just like that. Okay, I have made it to the end of round 15, and you still should have 60 stitches. You want to go ahead and end by slip stitching into your first single crochet. Not that chain 1, but the first single. And then you can go ahead and tie that yarn off and hide that tail. Okay, once you get the tails hidden, that's it. That's all there is to it. You can add a pom-pom if you want. As you've seen in the picture, there is a picture there with the pom-pom on it. I don't particularly wear hats with pom-poms, and I will wear this one, so I'm going to leave the pom-pom off mine. But there is a picture of what it looks like with one, if you want to put one on it. That way you can choose which way you like better. But I hope you enjoyed my tutorial. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Like I said, check down in the description box of this video or any of my videos, and you'll see that auto subscribe button. And just click on that and you'll never miss any of my updates. Also, I also put a link to my Facebook chat page, but it's an open chat page, so you can post all your crochet items on there, and everybody would really like to see them. And don't forget to check out all my other tutorials. I have hundreds of them. And until next time, have a good day.